Saturday, a billion NHL games, sprinkle in a couple NBA games as well, and it's going to be a fire Saturday, guys. Welcome in, last day of February. Let's finish it up strong. For the next hour, we're going to be placing a ton of bets using the OddsJam software, talking about some of my favorite ways to attack the books and how we like to make money. And obviously, we already have a lot of Premier games already underway or at the half right now. Let's go Brentford. Keep it going. So welcome in, guys. We have a lot to digest, a lot to jump into today. We're going to start off with DFS. We're going to take a look at some arbitrage, do a little positive EV, hand out a bunch of free plays, talk about the process. So if you're here for the free picks, if you're here to learn strategy, you're learning to see a little bit more how the software works, you're in the right place. So let's kind of get into it. Hopefully you're having a strong start to your morning. I know that I am. And man, there's a lot happening today in the sports betting calendar, which this is, what we love, really. We love when there's just a lot happening. Volume is our friend. So starting off here with a little PrizePicks slip. Yesterday, did share a 5-pick flex on PrizePicks. Did go 4 out of 5, and did end up making some money there, right? A little bit of money. Had a nice day sharing DFS slips on Underdog, Dabble, Better. Hit a parlay on Onyx as well. So if you tailed some slips yesterday, let me know in the chat. Chat's opened up to everybody, guys. It's not just OGs and DGens. Everybody's available in the chat to discuss. It's a Saturday. Good vibes. Looking at Pinnacle, Jake Sanderson under on his shots on goal. This is ridiculous. The Pinnacle, I lean on them more for a sharp for the NHL, which if you saw my tweet before we went live, the NHL has been treating me very well in the month of February, even though they've barely played any games in the month of February. So let me go ahead and grab this. I'm really looking to play some 3-man slips today, guys. 5-man slips, typically I only play 5 or 6-man slips when it's a, some type of promo, that's going on right now. Larson, Eason, okay, not bad at all. We'll go with these. These are all roughly, one's 6%, one's almost 4.5%. Again, this is a parlay, guys. You're going to see a lot of variance with parlays. What do you mean by variance, Billy? I mean, not every slip's going to cash. Looks like they just bumped Jake Sanderson. So we got to start back all over again and go with Larson. We'll go with the over on the points. Eason over on points as well. And then I'll take a look and see what FanDuel has for the NBA because I do like to lean on FanDuel as well as a sharp. Eason over on points, cool. The Ingram play isn't bad. But there is 5 NBA games, not a massive slate of NBA games, but a solid amount. FanDuel, not really. Not really. We're not really in on any of that. Dan, what's going on, man? Irish, Ken, what's going on? Good morning. Irish, gotta contain the excitement, brother. We don't want everybody to know on the stream what's about to happen. We gotta tease it a little bit, brother. We gotta keep them sitting here. Don't give away the plot at the beginning. But yes, if there's 13 NHL games going on, that means there's going to be a ton of anytime goal scorers, and I already know I don't have enough money in my Bet365 account. Okay, 3-pick slip over here, guys, on PrizePicks for my PrizePicks people. Typically for myself, a little early in the day to cook up some DFS, but this is the only time I have a lot to do today, so this is the only time I'm going to be cooking up my DFS slips. So there's the link in the chat. No doubt, Dan. No doubt. Dan, I would say this as well for you in that question, and hopefully you're doing well, my friend. Honestly, whatever you're able to, there's still a lot. Hopefully, I would think with your offshore sports books, you would have some options, but don't sleep on Kalshi as well or Polymarket. But if you are able to acquire anything, for me, I would start thinking about getting those bad boys set up and ready to go for this upcoming football season and the upcoming NBA season, right? That's how I would look at it and kind of get that. But I understand that if you get your hands on one today or tomorrow, like you're going to want to put it to use. All right, there's a 3-pick slip on PrizePicks. Typically, guys, we like to go around the horn and try to cook up a different slip per book. So we're going to hop over to Underdog next. And there's a lot out here in Arizona. If you come out to Arizona, great time. Weather actually is going to be up in the 90s today, low 90s. It's almost pool season out here. But, we have underdog, PrizePicks, better, parlay play, dabble, DraftKings pick 6. A lot of good stuff going on. Luka, okay, only like 2%, it's not like ideal. It's kind of disappointing. 4 results on FanDuel, like all these plays on FanDuel, I don't want to play these. These are way too low of an edge. And for Pinnacle, we only need 2 picks. Okay, Bobby Brink, I'll do that. This Bobby Brink play looks insane right now. This is probably going to bump. And then Luka over rebounds. Yeah, they just bumped. They already bumped this Bobby Brink play. It's already bumped. Crazy. It's a 0.3x because now my 2-pick slips pay me out 2.9x. Which, honestly, back in the old school days when you ran 2-pick slips, that's not bad. It would be a 3x payout, but the Bobby Brink play is not good anymore. So, honestly, man, we're going to come back to underdog later. I don't really like what I'm seeing. 49ers Faithful, what's going on? Yeah, yesterday was a good one. So if you guys, don't know, I've been giving out some anytime goals. I've been giving out one anytime goal score play for the last 3 days, and we've hit every single one. And this is not going to continue forever. I already feel like I'm being a mush. We want to keep it going. I just once you hit 3 in a row, now it's damn, I got to give out a play today. And there's going to be a lot of options to give out a play today. But, giving out, we hit on Tage Thompson, which was plus 160 at the time I bet it. Morgan Geeky was plus 200. Yesterday, Kyle Connor, Potts won, plus 170. So hopefully you guys have been able to tail a couple of those slips, made some money. If you have, please let me know in the chat. Chat's opened up to everybody. There's no greater joy, guys, than I get when I give out a play, it hits, and I want to hear from as many of you that made money. By the way, I'm getting a little nervous now because Brentford literally just gave up a goal to start the second half. I got them on the money line. They're up 3-0. They're up 3-0. It's now 3-2. Jesus. All right. Better. We cashed on the Jaylen Brown discount slip yesterday. So, if you hit any slips on the stream, guys, definitely shoot me a DM if you don't want to, pop in the comments. But there's no greater joy than I get from finding out that others profited as well. Because it's better when the whole group, the whole squad scores. I love when that happens. I already hit up Larson. I'll definitely add this Tyler Hero play. This is going to be the Luka discount. And we have a lot to get to today. Also got UFC going on tonight. Timo Meyer, okay. Don't mind that. Let's go with Timo. NHL. And again, there's nothing wrong with going back with Pele. This Pele player is totally fine with me if you want to grab him. I'm going to go with the under 3 shots on goal. I just like to kind of diversify my risk, but obviously there's a higher edge, but there's some really solid plays out here. Same with the Easton play if you want to go back to it. Now I'm getting nervous. Literally within less than the first 3 minutes of the half, they already give up a goal, and I'm like, dude, what's going on here, dude? I do have him on a 3-way money line over on Kalshi. So, all right, let me share this link for Better with you guys in the stream. Throw this in my notes because Better, for some reason, their desktop website doesn't really work for me anymore on Google Chrome. And obviously, if you guys had any big cashes yesterday outside of this stream, let me know. Oh, never mind. They're showing the replay again. Yeah, the Onyx Boost play was very good. There's the 3-pick slip on Better. Hello from the Dominican Republic. Juan, what's going on, man? Hola from Arizona. Hopefully you're enjoying hopefully the DR is treating you well, man. So yeah, I got the matchup here. I'm trying to jump in a little more. If Wilbo's on the stream right now, I'm trying to jump in a little more Premier League now that, Saturdays, this is it's lovely to watch Premier League, guys, before college basketball starts. Lovely way to start your Saturday. All right, let's jump into Dabble, Parlay Play, and DraftKings Pick 6. And, there's nothing better than when, especially on the stream, we had this happen earlier this past week where gave out 3 or 4 different DFS slips. We had a bunch cash. Always love seeing that. This Bobby Brink play, we knew it was good on underdog. Oh, it's really good right now. We're going to go back to the well and dabble right now and hit this up before dabble realizes what's up. So, like, when it comes to underdog and dabble, like, underdogs obviously bumps things pretty quickly. But dabble, yeah, not so much with dabble. Dabble's kind of sleeping at the wheel a little bit. All right, so shots on goal, Bobby Brink. Let's grab that, and then we're going to go back to the NBA. Let's go NHL with Corey Perry. Kings and the Flames. I imagine this is one of the... No, it's actually not the late game. 5 o'clock. There he is. The Worm. All right, we got the Worm on the slip. Can't believe I'm still betting on a guy that's like 40-some years old. And then Pellet. Heat. We're going to take his over on his points. And that was kind of yesterday, guys, right? Like, I had a couple different slips. And for my dabble guys, follow me at Billy C. That link, that slip is up now. I just posted it. You know, shout out Cam Spencer. We had him over on his points. We had him over on his points and assists. Dude went out and got 25. He smoked it yesterday. So, you know, with Larson, if he goes out and scores 15 points, we're all really, really happy. As Burnley's on the attack again. Damn. All right, so there's a 3-pick slip on dabble. Again, guys, don't have the link to share in the chat, but just follow me on dabble. It's Billy C, all one word. And you can just copy that slip verbatim, which is right there. Ooh, Irish. They're a little bit faster there. Obviously, Irish, if we refresh this page, you know, Jesper Bratt, Tari Eason, Brandon Ingram. Yeah, no doubt, Irish. No doubt we did. No doubt. So I'll pause right here for anyone that the dabble slip, if it bumped. These would be some other options. I would probably lean more Jesper Bratt or the Eason play. I'll chill here, and we're going to go over to parlay play. And what do we got here? Just waiting for parlay play to kind of wake up. There we go. Sanderson under 2.5 shots on goal. All right. What else do we got? Collier, if this is still out there on assists. And this is a payout boost special on Collier, guys. So this is going to be definitely a play that we want to put together, or add that to our slip, I should say. And then I'm going to lean more Stutzel here. See, I don't like taking guys on the same side, so we'll do Keontae. Not always a big fan. Keontae, was it under on points? All right, this is going to be a 3-pick slip over here, guys, on parlay play. Wow, they let me put $50 on that boost. Nice. Okay. So this is going to be a 3-pick slip here, guys. Again, I don't have the link to share, but we're taking Sanderson under, George. Did I grab the right under? Yeah, the under on George, and then the over on Collier. Collier is a payout boost special on parlay play. Parlay play is not bad. They do offer some nice payout boosts, some different things going on there. So we love to see that. So there we go. Brink's gone Irish. Yep. So if Brink's gone, again, Larson, Corey Perry, Jesper Bratt, Tari Eason. These would be 4 plays that you could play. Also, you know, they're offering up a Rocket, which I should probably take a look at that and see what's going on. Got some different pick 6 plays here too, guys, with Hero and Eason, which I'm going to log into right now and take a look at pick 6. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Whenever you, I'll say, Irish, whenever you say something bumped, I just assume that you weren't able to get it. So, you know, if you're already good to go, if everyone else is able to get this part or a dabble slip down, you know, we can kind of move on just in the interest of time. Yeah, no doubt about that. Like I said, there's rockets available out there. You could do that as well. So it's good. It's real good. Brentford, can we just get one more just to put my mind at ease? It's probably gonna be, oh. So what we got on DraftKings today? 105% boost, 30% SGP. We got KU, Arizona, Arkansas, Florida. We got some good boosts going on today. Just going to opt into a bunch of these on DraftKings because you never know when you're going to need them. And then let's go over to pick 6. See what we got. 2 results. These are still 2 solid results. Do we have any boost? We got 100% winnings boost today, guys. Really good. Oh, let's go. Pick 6. Max $25 entry for me. So they have a 100% payout boost, guys, on their entry. So I'm just looking to cook up a 3-pick slip. That's all I'm really looking to do. And all right. And then let's look over at FanDuel. What do we got for FanDuel? Anything. 2 results. Con. These are both really small. Both small. And then where, right? We could do this with Kaleo because it could be a same game parlay. So I'm just going to take Con here, even though he was absolutely on fire his last game from 3-point range. And this is going to be a max $25 slip for me, guys. 100% boost. This is really good on DraftKings. I'll share this link with you guys. Super, super good play. $25 pays out a grand total of $300. So we're in. Really, really good stuff there. All right, cool. Cool. So there's a pick 6 slip. Shared better, pick 6, dabble, parlay play. We'll come back to underdog really quick to see if anything's changed on underdog. So, but hopefully you guys are having an awesome Saturday. Appreciate you tuning in. We have so much to get to today. Just too low on FanDuel. Yeah, just not. It's okay on underdogs. It's not great. Trent, what's going on, man? How's it going? All right, so let's go over the sharp money tool. And let's see what we got for DFS. This is going to kind of end things on DFS. I do want to share an underdog slip with you guys, so we will come back later today on the stream to see what's kind of happening. So we'll see what we got going on here. Dabble, like this one here on Concher, however you say this dude's name. Someone wants this for $1,600 at minus 125. FanDuel's a minus 136. I don't mind this on your Dabble slip if you wanted to put this in here as well. Or Scoot. Scoot, not bad. $600 is like, it's kind of meh. But I don't mind that. I'm good with this Contra play. The rest of these plays, little too low. Just the liquidity's too small, guys, right? Remember, with the sharp money tool, this is a completely different, a little bit of a different strategy in terms of thinking. We believe that if you're a professional sports bettor or you're in a betting syndicate group, you have a large bankroll of, $500,000, $1 million or more, then you are, not going to DraftKings or BetMGM or FanDuel to place your bets. You're going to the exchanges or the prediction markets. And so this tool just tracks all of the massive movement on NoVig and ProfitX and just shows you where people are putting down a large amount of money on these markets, right? So if I come back here and I just go to main markets, go for today, that's it, and then we select all the sports books. Here's a great example. Virginia on the money line. Someone's put down around $21,000. Someone else put down $23,000. And they want this at either plus 468 or plus 475. Pinnacle's taking $5,000 on this money line play. So $21,000, and this is 23. So we're looking at $44,000, $45,000. That's significantly more money than Pinnacle's $5,000 limit. Significantly, 9x by my math. So you want to put a little sprinkle down on Circa at plus 490. Now, right, this doesn't mean that you put down 10 units. It means maybe you put a quarter or half unit on this play because it is a big underdog, right? But just the thought. This is kind of how that works. We don't know the individuals that are posting this insane amount of liquidity on NoVig and ProfitX. We don't know. But you're trusting, you're taking a big leap of faith that this person or persons are very sharp, right? Patrick, no doubt, man. NBA totals. Yeah, we're going to get to that. Like I said, man, after we get through the EV and the sharp money tool, we'll definitely get those NBA totals because we have to dive into basically all the sports today. College basketball, NBA, everything. So we'll definitely get into there, man. Hopefully, some of the plays yesterday were winners for you. So I just bet this before the stream started over at BetDSI. St. Joe's on the money line. It's an offshore sports book. Jesus Christ. How the hell do you blow a 3-0 lead? 3-0. Are you kidding me? This is like the most I've ever spent watching Premier League this year. And of course, the team that I bet the money line on blows a 3-0 lead. Absolutely insane. Am I watching hockey right now? Unbelievable. And they've done it in only 60 minutes of play. We still got another third of the match to go. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Really, I'm just talking to myself here. Warriors on the money line, plus 161. Somebody wants us at plus 157, plus 161. Yeah, I can get in on that. I can definitely get down with that. So I'm going to go over here, guys, to, again, bet openly. I love bet openly. And just like Kalshi, ProfitX, Novik, they don't limit at all. And there's about $180 out here right now. So I'm not going to take the full 180, guys. You can see right here, guys, down at the bottom, you scroll down, you go to, click on the Warriors, click to win. You can see plus 164. If we win this bet, we're really getting paid out like plus 161. They're showing J.J. Watt at the game. I know he's like a co-owner. He has a little bit of ownership there. Unreal. I'm going to go $50 here, guys. So I'm going to leave some out there if you want some Warriors. On the money line, it's really good. Got to go to Warriors, go to the win. Come up here to open bets. You can come in the search bar here and click the Lakers or Warriors and just click on Warriors, and there it is right there. So I'm in for $50 on this play. Yeah, appreciate it, Patrick. Appreciate it. Like I said, we always have a nice kind of steady routine flow with this. Okay, ooh, also interesting. All right, so UFC, speaking of UFC, we got a couple different plays here. We got some unders popping up. Sports Zeno, Islanders, Blue Jackets. Islanders, Blue Jackets, under 5.5. Sports Zeno looks really good. Somebody wants this at plus 118 odds. You can get this at plus 114, guys, at Bet Rivers. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Bally Bet, Bet Rivers. Any Canby Sportsbook. Now, again, if you're not limited on the Canby books, betting an under this early in the day is, a little nerve-wracking, at least for your account health. But if you are limited, guys, just go nuke this for as much as you can. Massive underdog here on King Green on UFC. People want him at plus 367, plus 362. Circa's offering plus 450. Irish, obviously, or anyone that uses Circa, let me know if this is a stale play. I know you said yesterday that Circa was back up and running fine, but let me know. And then obviously on Caesars. Now, the liquidity drops. Now, Circa's taking 17,000 guys, so obviously this is way more than maybe, what the odds are here, but I'm still all right with maybe a little sprinkle there. Circa, Blackhawks, Avs under 6.5. Somebody wants it at minus 106. We can get this at a better price. Obviously, this tool is going to show you when we can get a better price. So we're obviously going to be, this is going to be something you definitely want to take advantage of. Because we could also get this at... No, that's pretty much it. It's really, Circa's the only book that's offering minus 105. So... Okay, I don't mind a little sprinkle there as well. And then here on the over 2.5, Reyes versus Silva de Andre. Or however you say the dude's last name. Doug. We'll just call him Doug. Javi versus Doug. Dude, throw in here. Dude, Burnley's going to win this match 5-3. I'm just in my feelings right now. Minus 115 odds in the over 2.5. Bet Online's at minus 135. That's pretty crazy. Now, I already know that my Bet365 account, because I only have like $300 or $400 in here. Looking at today's NHL slate, like Bet365 offers a lot of value for goal scorers. But I wouldn't mind getting something down here on this. I just know I'm going to run out of money, which is really unfortunate. And so for UFC, though, I wouldn't mind trying to get down something on this play. This is just a really good play to bet online. It's just EV. And we're looking for the over 2.5 rounds at minus 115. So I'm going to throw in 115 to make $100. So just so you guys know, this is off to my other monitor on my screen. I'm in. Submitted that bad boy through. So we're in. So we're taking the over 2.5, bet 365, Reyes, and I'm in for 115. Okay. That's where I'm going to stop right now. Oh, if you want a crazy long shot anytime goal scorer, this is not one. This isn't an EV play, but I'm not going to bet it. Good to hear that, Irish. Good to hear. Not good to hear that you can't find it, but at least good to hear that maybe OddsJam is back to having some stale odds, right? Same here with probably Schultz at plus 230. This might not be out there. But Corrali, guys, if you want some, hit this up over on FanDuel or on DraftKings. I'm going to go hit this Jazz sports play up. I don't see a lot of Jazz sports plays in general. I do have a little bit of money. This is an offshore sports book. The under on Penn State and Iowa, plus 120 or plus 125, plus 124. Got like $100 on this in this market. So we'll take a look at this on the under 141.5 at plus 136. And I would not, I've talked about this before, I don't really recommend Jazz Sports. They're not, I haven't heard the best. So I only have like $100 in this account. So I'm going to place a bet and then look to probably get out of it. But I'm in there for my max, 112.92. All right. We are going to take a quick look right now at NBA totals. And then buckle the fuck up, because there's going to be about 40 NHL anytime goal score plays, mostly on FanDuel and Bet365. And if we can't get Bet365, we'll try to get it at some other spots. So first up, for Patrick and for anyone that's looking for some NBA main market plays, we're just going to look at NBA main market plays. I got to tease these NHL goal scores because I know that's pretty much what 90% of people are in here for, because it's been fuego. So good. So good. We're going to look at Pinnacle. We'll look at a worst case method right now for mainline markets. I don't have anything really set up other than that. No odds range, anything like that, guys. And here are some of the top plays. Now, here's something that I would take a look at. It just popped up. Same here, okay? Pelicans on the spread at minus 6.5. There's $102,000 on the Pelicans at minus 6.5. I can already tell you right now that Pinnacle and Circa and Bookmaker, they're not accepting $50,000 on the spread, right? I hate how when you click into it, guys, this goes away. I hate that. There we go. So $51,000 here, $102,000 here. So that means on this Pelican spread, somebody wants the Jazz at plus 6.5, right? Use your sharp money tool strategy with this. If someone's posted $102,000, that means, luckily, looks like Brentford just survived a corner, that somebody wants the Jazz at plus 6.5, and they want it for a ton of money. So they want this at minus 104. Well, we can get this at minus 105 at Caesars. You can get this at minus 106 at a bunch of spots. This person has $88,000 at plus 104 in Polymarket. That means they want minus 104. Minus 104 isn't that ridiculous of a price, guys, on this play. So I'm going to jump out on a limb here. And, you know, if you're worried about account health on Caesars, I was looking at Bet 105 to see if I could get this over here. They're at minus 110. That kind of stinks. I'm going to go over to Caesars and place a bet on the Jazz on the spread. Now, I know it's 7:30. It's a 9:30 Eastern game start, guys. But this is just something, if you ever see this play pop up on the EV tool, Pinnacle's never not accepting $100,000 or $88,000 on this play. You know where you can bet $88,000 on the Jazz spread? Polymarket, Kalshi. These are little tips and little insights, guys, that I would definitely take a look at. So Jazz plus 6.5. I'm going over here to Caesars. I'm going in for about a 125 spot. It's the main line point spread on an NBA game, guys. So I'm not too worried about getting limited on a mainline NBA point spread play. We'll see how this ages, right? But we'll see how that goes. Same thing here. $52,000 or $51,000. Somebody wants this over at minus 108 odds. $47,500 on Poly Market. Someone's offering they want this at minus 108. Okay, we can get this at minus 110 on Circa. I would bet that on Circa. Okay, bet 105's at minus 113. Bracco's minus 113. I don't mind that. Like, I got a little cash left in my Bracco account. I don't use Bracco a ton. Like, I'm gonna go bet this over at Bracco because someone wants this at a crazy price. This is the Raptors and the Wizards, so that we want the over 226. So again, this is a sharp money strategy where you might disagree with me, and that's okay, no problem. But for those of you that are looking at these plays like, dude, like, look at this crazy liquidity. Like, no, this is information. Use this as information. So I'm looking over here at this play. Yeah, minus 113. Bracco's a little slow, I'm not going to lie, but so different things. Right now on this play, okay, go bet this maybe if you want to bet the under 227.5 for $200. I'm cool with that. We hit the Warriors play up. Again, I have all sports books teed up. So if you're not seeing your sports book right now, it's not because I didn't select it. You know, I'll double check. Yeah, we got everything selected right now. So there just isn't much value really elsewhere on that. Bracco, can we get that going? There we go. All right, I'm just trying to get this bet to go through. All right, I'm in for 146 on this over. 146. Little Bracco play there, 146. There we go. Again, these are going to be the opposite guys of obviously, you know, what some are looking to bet, but here we go. All right, so there we go. Honestly, at this point in this match, I'd rather Burnley win than it be a draw, because it would just be a pathetic way to have a draw, which a draw is going to be a loss for me anyways. All right, here we go. NHL goal scores. Get ready. 17 results. Top play, Bo Horvat. I'm sure I'm a little late on something. Ricard Raquel. This game for the Penguins starts in an hour. So bet 365. Landeskog, Brock Nelson, Nylander, Sherwood, Morgan Geekie, Kyrou. Good God, there's a lot of plays out there. Okay, so I only got like $200 left in my account, so I'm going to probably divvy this up between a couple of the top ones here. Going to go with probably Brock Nelson over Landeskog, just because it's a higher percentage, a higher win percentage, and the EV edge isn't that much of a difference. Ricard Raquel, it's just tough. It's so tough. I kind of want to put $50 across the board on all these dudes. I just can't. All right, Brock Nelson. I'm just going to go over here on the other screen, guys, and hit this up for goal scores. I'm just going to bet a bunch of $50 right now. And this is a tough one here, guys. Like, I got $200 in my Bet365 account. And so, naturally, I should probably put most of all, if not all my money on this Bo Horvat play and then sprinkle it here and there. But, like, I just want to have a lot of exposure, I guess is the point. So, we'll go with Raquel as well. What's going on, Gold? I have no doubt, man. No doubt. We'll take a look at some Onyx plays. We'll see if Onyx is running a boost. You know, I just don't make an Onyx play if there isn't value. And typically I'm only running Onyx plays if there is. I'm sure they're running some kind of parlay boost. I'm logging in right over now, but appreciate that, man. Definitely got to get to this. Yeah, we got like a 28% boost on all sports, so we'll definitely cook something up there. Bo Horvat, we're going to click this. I'm on the Ricard Raquel right now. So goal scores. Raquel 260. Again, I'll throw $50 on him. Just kind of going around the horn. Just because I just want exposure. I don't want to have all my eggs lumped in one basket. And I just want some various different exposures here. Which, English not the best. Where's the Islanders game at? Taking on the Black Jackets. Horvat, throw 50 on him. Okay. Landeskog, I could go with him, or I could go with Nylander, or my best friend in the whole wide world, Morgan Geekie. Oh, how am I going to not say no to Morgan Geekie? Let's take a look at this play in terms of where can I get this elsewhere. Really can't get this anywhere else than Bet365. Shout out Bet365. They are slight edge on FanDuel on Morgan Geekie. Not much. Not high enough. We'll go with the math, though. We'll go with Willie Nylander in this Leafs-Senators game. Yeah, I know that, Irish. He's definitely going to score. He's definitely going to score. Nylander, so we're just going to, once we get through these NHL goal props, we'll be able to kind of get through, and I'll be able to get back in the chat here, guys. I got to lock in for a second and just knock these out because there's a lot of good stuff. If you have money in Bet365, or if you're like, dude, why OddsJam doesn't show any Bet365 plays? Honestly, it's a great spot to go ahead and throw some money in there because they're showing a ton of NHL goal scorers. Like Landeskog, can I get this anywhere else? I can. I get this at plus 230 on FanDuel. Guess what? That's almost a 5% EV edge play, and I have a lot more money in FanDuel. So I'm going to go over to FanDuel right here, guys. Bet this Landeskog play. Obviously, if you have a Bet365 account, it's really good. And I'm not going to bet what OddsJam's telling me to bet on Landy at plus for $110 because that's not my edge, right? So I can get this at 230. I'll bet $70. And remember here, guys, even though these are all straight wagers with these goal scorers, we have a lot of variance going on with these. So $70 on Landeskog. I'm just on my other monitor here. I don't want to go back and forth. For those of you that have been on the streams for a long time, you guys know I'm not making these numbers up. I'm betting these plays. That's why I'm taking my sweet old time here. Sherwood, $80. Plays for San Jose. They're taking on Edmonton tonight. No doubt. We got 13 NHL games today. It's pretty crazy. Oh, it's actually an earlier game. It's actually a matinee game today. Didn't realize that in San Jose. All right, Sherwood, $80. Cool. I'm just, for the bet recommendations, guys, I don't mind following the bet recommendations on this or betting a little bit higher. Again, I can't really get Morgan Geekie anywhere else. Connor Bedard, not really. Yeah, actually, sorry, Canby. If you guys have Canby, Bet Rivers, Ballybet, it's a good play for Canby for Connor Bedard. Kyrou, same thing. It's really not worth it anywhere else but Bet365 and the Canby Sportsbooks. Matty Beniers, not really anywhere else. Not really anywhere else. Martin Netchis, I'll bet this one as well because really anything that's above 2.5% edge, 3% edge or auto bets, 2.73 is good enough for me. I'll definitely take that. Now, Hischier, Celebrini, not so much. Not really. I'm going to go 75 on Netchis. There we go. And Zach Hyman. Can I get this anywhere else? Not really. Zach Hyman. Okay. So that was a ton of NHL goal scorers. Orty, yeah, I'm going to be there as well. Jesus Christ. Burnley just scored their 4th goal. Unbelievable. Are you kidding me? How do you play football like this? You call yourselves a professional club in the top tier in England and you blow a 3-0 lead? Dude, I don't want it to be one of those days. And don't show me J.J. Watt on the screen, dude. I don't want to see fucking J.J. Watt taking selfies. Dude, absolutely pitiful. Fire the entire staff on Brentford. Get rid of all the players. You should get relegated 2 tiers if you blow a 3-0 lead. Unreal. Unreal. Yes, no doubt about that, guys. Remember, if you have no VIG, if you have Profit X, okay, and you're like, hey man, I don't have Bet365, Billy. Or my Bet365 got limited 3 years ago to 50 cents. At least try to create other markets over in these into the exchanges. You might be able to get your order filled. You bet a Horvat, you bet a Raquel, you bet a Landeskog, you give a similar price. You never know, right? You maybe set a price up there where you put up plus. Maybe you put up, you can give out, if you want a plus 250, guys, or a plus 200, right? You're going to show minus 200 as the best. Oh, offsides would be great. If we can get an offsides here, that would be great. If you can get, set this for minus 200 on no vig, next thing you know, like, shout out. If someone's on the stream right now that's trying to use this strategy, I love you. Because there's $61 here on no vig. You never know, right? Set no vig for the no goal at minus 200. Take the own goal for the yes goals for plus 200. Still a very EV play. If you have the exchanges, guys, Profit X no vig, you can create these markets. Let's refresh the page. We got anything new popping up? Landy just got a little bit better, looks like. But unfortunately, Connor Bedard, this is just a Canby play. This is why I don't like watching games when I live stream, because when this happens, I just lose my mind. And I hate watching games that I bet on. But I thought, like, hey, 3-0, I'll throw it up. It'll be fun to watch. And then you just watch the collapse of the century. Fire the manager. Fire them all. Sack them, as they say across the pond. All right, let's take a look at some different plays here for maybe NBA player props. And we'll look at college basketball, too. But we'll start with some NBA player props. Later slate of games on the NBA. We'll use a D-Vig of FanDuel and Pinnacle. And appreciate you guys hanging out, though, with me on this Saturday as you slowly watch me lose my mind. Looks like they called it offsides. So, Brentford, if we can maybe get a goal here, we got a chance. But it's probably going to be a draw. We need FanDuel and Pinnacle to agree together. FanDuel and Pinnacle to agree together, okay? So, Kamara here on Hard Rock. Again, this is probably a Hard Rock only play because Hard Rock is so easy to beat pregame. You really don't need to watch this stream to beat him pregame. Chris Murray, this is interesting. Very interesting here. The over on his rebounds on Props Builder. What do you mean by Props Builder, Billy? Bet Online, XBet, Bet DSI, Bet Anything, Bovada, Bet Now. All of those books have Props Builder. It's a third-party offshore sports book that just creates, or company that creates all player props. Now, a lot of offshore sports books hire, so they don't have to create their own player props. Brentford's got a corner here. What can we do? This would be madness. Madness if they can pot one. Come on, boys. Get your set pieces. Gosh. No. Well defended by Burnley. Unbelievable. Now, for this one, guys, on Props Builder, you want to click on the rebound section. I'm going to take a stab, and then total rebounds. And then for the Trailblazers and Hornets, you want to click on 6+. Yeah, it's plus 142 over there. I'm going to throw $100 down on this. So I can't show where you guys where to go on this because YouTube does not like me sharing or showing offshore sportsbook activity. So I got to bet this off to the side. But when you go over to your Props Builder, don't go to the over-under section. Go to rebounds and then go down to the Blazers-Hornets game. And then for Chris Murray, go to 6+. 6+ is going to then allow you to find this play. All right, let's see what we got going on. Let me catch up with the chat. OGs and guys, remember, I'm not dismissing you. OGs and DGens always get preferential treatment in the chat. That's why I look for their stars first. Already, no doubt, if MLB had regulation, my Pirates would probably be in like 3-tier below league. They would be like in like League 2 for like soccer. No doubt about that. Sharp Money Tool. Just double check and make sure I didn't go by any questions. Good to hear that, Gold Stand, in terms of doing goal scoring, creating markets over there. I think it's just a very viable strategy. Again, guys, if you can't get the exact same price like Bet3, you don't have to. It's okay if you take a couple cents worse of a price because you're still getting a really good price, no doubt about that. Ranked, yeah, I mean that's really Very relatable, and it's also a huge reason, guys, that like 98% of the stuff that I bet, that was a pretty good through ball there. 98% of the stuff that I bet, guys, I don't watch the games because I hate it. And like if I'd watch, I would probably die in the next 5 years if I watched everything that I bet because there's just no value to it. Scoot Henderson for the Onyx parlay boost. See if we can add Scoot here under on his threes, if this is still out there. Nice little boost. We're going to rock this parlay right now over here on, and we're not going to probably be able to get to it because I got my girlfriend, shout out to her. She's making Mexican breakfast for me. So I'm going to head over there after the stream ends to get some Mexican breakfast. We're going to take this Scoot Henderson play, though. It's about a 3% edge. And then let's take a look at what else we have for Onyx because I would definitely like to cook up this Onyx parlay. Really, guys, anything that's in this 2% range, like remember, we're getting agreement from FanDuel and Pinnacle. So these are all really, really solid. They just handed out a yellow. Guaranteed if I turn on the West Ham match right now, it's probably still 3-0. It's definitely not 3-3. But this will probably end up in a draw, and I'll just be absolutely pissed. All right, so we got some really good plays over here on Canby as well. $100 on Reed Shepherd. Go bet that, right? No vague profit X. There's only $100 here. Go take that over all day long. And then pretty much I'd say anything below 1%, that's where I probably kind of Homer Simpson meme back into the bush. Kind of a few steps back into the bushes or the hedges. Anything, though, that's above 1%, I'm definitely interested in. The higher that we get with the 1% plays, the more money that I'm looking to bet on these plays. Because we're getting agreement from two sharper player prop sports books, right? But remember, guys, with player props in general, it can kind of be crazy. Okay. Let's go take a look at this Onyx parlay. What can we get with Onyx today? Curious. Again, guys, if you live in like Florida and you have access to Onyx, make sure you click on DraftKings. You need DraftKings and Onyx's logo to be next to each other in order for the plays to actually be viable. So just a little tip there. We'll look for main markets and player props. Date range for today. Let's start with a Pinnacle DVIG. And I don't know. Let's keep this within realistic odds ranges at the moment. And let's go anything that's like 4%. What do we got? Mason Marchment, player points. I like that. Hero, under on assists. I like that. This might be my 3-leg play. Again, guys, my strategy when I'm cooking up these parlays, I'm not trying to cook up a 9-leg parlay. I'm doing the bare minimum that I have to do to get the boost. So if it's 3 legs that I have to make in order to get this boost, that's all I'm doing. Because once you start adding extra legs on these parlays, the difficulty increases exponentially. It's really difficult. So player points, we're looking at Mason Marchment to bag one. And there we go. It's a 3-leg parlay. Max wager for me is $25. I'll share this link with you guys here, assuming that this goes through. Fingers crossed. We do. We get that. Nice. Every now and then it works. Yeah, so I actually already, great question. Great point. I had an option today. She gave me either chilaquiles or machaca. I'm definitely going machaca. By the way, for anyone that wants some laughs, my girlfriend and I are starting a TikTok that's going to be talking about gringo and Latina, between Mexican and American, and the differences in culture. I normally wouldn't do this, but if anybody wants to follow along, because we got a few posts up doing a different angle. It's not sports betting related at all, guys. It's not. But if you guys want, I'll show it over here on TikTok for those of you that want to laugh. It's just for laughs. It's not serious. But over on TikTok, guys, if you want to follow, that's the username, Gringo y Latina Seis. Take a look. We've posted 2. We'll probably post a little bit more moving forward. Just something fun that I like to do. And there's definitely some cultural differences between myself and my girlfriend. And so it's a lot of fun, especially when I'm going to be heading down to Mexico this next weekend, guys. There won't be a stream, guys, Thursday evening or Friday or Saturday, or maybe Sunday, because I'm going to be in Mexico. So, but, you know, if you want to see some of the adventures and laughs, check it out over there. So when we're talking about Onyx and DraftKings, guys, like this play on Virginia and Duke, this isn't actually real. This is a fake play. Why? Because DraftKings moved to plus 105. And Onyx sometimes is a little slow to adjust. So all of these plays that have the DraftKings Onyx logo, those are real plays that you can actually bet. But when you come down here, maybe on Grand Rapids, Onyx might not offer odds on this play, right? Or if you just see an Onyx logo, not actually real. We got another corner here. Oh, Brentford, come on. We're almost at the 90th minute. Extra time's coming. Come on. Come on. Just capitalize on your set piece. You've played an absolute dog shit second half. Dog shit second half. Just really a tale of two halves in this match. Nope. Not even close. Not even close. I know they're still on the attack, but like, God. Just so poor. So poor. Okay. Back on it. Let's take a look at some college basketball. What do we got for college hoops? Let's first start off with some point spreads. Specifically, looking at Circa, looking at Bookmaker. 100% agreement on college basketball point spreads. Between a minus 200 to plus 150 odds range, and I will have all the sports books selected. All of them. Did we get another corner out of that? We did. Fantastic. Was looking for the back post, and he just a little too much sauce on it. Okay, so if you see any of these plays that pop up, guys, that are really under like $500, these are auto bets for me. Now, obviously, I don't have ProfitX and NoVig in Arizona, but I would bet these. Louisville, bet it. OK State, I'd still bet it. UConn, go bet it. Jackson State, bet that. I'm really just looking to see if there's any books that pop up that I have accounts with, like George Mason. That would be one that I'm kind of interested in. $19 on Duke minus 10, go bet that. Pinnacle's taking $3K. What's Bookmaker taking? That's what I want to know in this Atlantic 10 matchup. So George Mason minus 4.5. I'm just double checking here, guys. Again, a lot of what I like to take all comes down to liquidity, right? So if you're wanting to know who's the sharp book for what market, for what sport, figure out the sharp books, what liquidity they're taking for that market. And that's going to give you a really good indicator of what sharp books you want to lean into. The book that takes the most amount of money, typically they have the most confidence in their lines. So Bookmaker's taking $5,400 on George Mason. And for those of you that are new to the streams, again, I'm not pulling these numbers out of my ass. Off to the side, I have another monitor. Again, YouTube doesn't like when I pull up the offshore sports books, but I can take screenshots here. George Mason minus 4.5, minus 109 on Bookmaker's $5,400, right? So that's significantly more than Pinnacle. So I definitely want to throw a little wager over here on Bet105. Use code BillyC, guys, if you sign up with Bet105. You're going to receive, and if you deposit $100 when you set up your new account, you'll get a $50 free bet. Oh, let's go! Let's go, boys! Let's go! Ha ha! What's up, Burnley? Suck it! Oh! All you gotta do is survive like 5 more minutes, boys, of extra time. Let's fucking go! Ooh, baby! Gotta love it. It's only a $100 bet, but goddamn, about to have a day, boys. About to have a day. Orty, so yes, you do need an account with Bookmaker. Now, with that being said, you don't have to deposit any money, right? Bet online, Bookmaker, you can do all of this. Create an account. You don't have to make a deposit. And that's how you'll be able to get access. And a lot of offshore sportsbooks, guys, have a little max bet, risk, max wager button. So that's where you're kind of getting it. I'm just getting this code from Bet104 or Bet105. 4 is on my mind right now because Brentford just potted their 4th goal. So, Jesus Christ. You know what? Maybe I'm back in on Premier League now. George Mason. I'm going to grab them right here for $100. All right. What else do we got out here outside of this? Really anything, guys, above, I'd say, a 0.5%, 0.75%, I'm interested in. And I'm just going to go place that bet now over here. Perfect. All right, here we go. What do we got going on? Bovada, Alabama A&M 30. All these plays on the exchanges, definitely auto bets. Georgetown, like it's a little low of an edge. Like I said, I go to like 0.75%, half percentage. This really is a great test. I'm probably not going to go after Georgetown here. I'll double check Bookmaker to see what's up, to see how much they're taking. And if you live in a state, guys, that maybe the offshore book that you're looking to like just create an account with, it's definitely happened over the last year or two where like, Bovada especially, certain states now, if you try to set up the account with Bovada, you can't do it. If you are traveling to another state, try to create that account when you're traveling because you'll then be able to go back to your home state and log in and use it. That's something that doesn't get talked about a lot. Little tip that, if you are in Bovada and you can't maybe create it in Pennsylvania, right? But maybe you fly to Florida. You can create a Bovada account in Florida. And then when you go back to Pennsylvania or go back to California, you can definitely then go ahead and use and log into the account. So just a little tip there. Let me double check on this Georgetown play. And then we're going to look at just some other college basketball markets to take a look at. God, am I starving. Guapa, I hope you're cooking. I hope you got it teed up, ready to go. So Bookmaker's taking $11,000 on this Georgetown play. Pinnacle's only taking $3K. Man. Yeah, I got to get a little Georgetown. We're going to get a little Georgetown +5. So the Georges are in play. George Mason and Georgetown over on Bet 105. All right, let's tee this up. Let's pause, and let's go to, I guess I should throw this in really quick. So don't forget to not track it. +5 at -101. Okay, let's go back to all main markets here. We're going to do a little bit here, guys. Again, the custom EV formula, guys, use code BILLY35. You're going to receive a 1-week free trial of OddsJam and then a 35% discount after your 1-week trial ends. We're going to go to all main markets for college basketball, and we just need 50% agreement. Now, when you see something like this, all 4 sports books are in agreement here on Colorado-Houston, which this game starts soon. Go bet this on Polymarket. There's only like $123 on this. Again, this Onyx play is probably a ghost play because, look, DraftKings is at -105. That means Onyx hasn't updated their odds yet, so just forget about this Onyx play. And then also, guys, we're getting some better predictions. I think better, there's some, obviously I just have it where you can play the DFS, but if you can play single straight wagers on better, hit this up here. Okay, so I like that Colorado-Houston over, even though I don't like betting a lot of overs on Houston. St. Joe's first half money line, FanDuel, all day long. All day long. Love that. I'm already on them on the money line. They got to be blowing the whistle here pretty soon, by the way. So this is the first half money line play. And I'm going to go in and bet, I'll go in for a 150 spot here on St. Joe's. There we go. Love that. One last gas maybe for Burnley, and then that's it. Cal State Bakersfield. Agreement across all 4 sharp sports books? Oh my God! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! Unbelievable! Are you shitting me? This is the worst Saturday of my life. This is definitely the most electric live stream I've ever had in the history of my live streams. How do you not defend? You got like 3 minutes left. All you got to do is defend. Is he offsides? I don't even know if they're going to. Obviously, I kind of know the offsides rule, but I don't know it all that well. I'm done with the Premier League. Done with this trash league. Bunch of garbage teams that don't know how to defend. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Shout out to Burnley, dude. No quitting that squad. I got my money's worth for $100, no doubt about that. All right. Oh, possible handball. Come on, give me the handball. I don't know if was it below? It's definitely below his elbow. Definitely below his elbow. Oh, guys, talking about live betting right now, if you guys really know football and you think that this is actually a no goal, then live betting the shit out of Brentford right now could be really good. I'm sure most of the books are going to lock the odds. This is where like court sightings obviously a really big deal, but if you guys know football and you think that that's an actual handball, like you can make really good money either way, guys, figuring this out, right? Like maybe this is an opportunity for me to try to arb out of this play, but it's $100. I'm just going to let it go. Just to kind of let you guys know what's going on. I normally don't ever have games on the TV, and the one time I have a match, it's insane. Absolutely insane. Okay. And Underdog really. Yeah, we definitely need to end this stream, and I need to check it out with Underdog. So let's take a look. Because I'm about to lose my mind here. Either way. I died like 4 times on this match. Underdog. Pinnacle. Worst case. Okay, it's a little better over here. Con. I know I bet his under. I think we bet his under on points on 1, but we got Luka's over on rebounds. Let's take a look at FanDuel really quick to see if they have anything higher. Any higher EV percentage. Bam. Okay, I like Bam. We'll go with Bam and we'll go with Luka. Bam over on points, guys. This is going to be a 2-leg play. Underdog. I'll share the link here with you guys. That's really it. I'm out of breath. I'm out of breath. Most books are going to lock this, by the way, guys, on this EPL match right now. They're going to lock the odds on this play so that you can't. But, you know, if you're a hound dog and you can find maybe a spot where they are going to look at this and you know soccer or you know football, you can make good money either way. If you think this is going to be a goal or if you think it's not going to be a goal. If you're like me, you're just praying to the soccer gods. Anyways, guys, that's where I'm ending the stream. Heart Attack City. Have an awesome Saturday. Same time tomorrow on Sunday, 11 a.m. Eastern. Take care.